quite noisy that. Yeah, so yeah, the handlebars and rubber mounts, not quite liking that at all, so we'll get that issue sorted out. 20 quid for a set of cones to go in there, some aluminium cones, it's no big deal. So those will be firm then, no less chance of twisting if we have a fall off or anything like that. Yeah, and we'll look at the wraparound handguards on it, moose in the front, Lucioli in the back, different tyre, and the jetting. We'll get the jetting. I still think this bike's got a lot more to offer power wise. It seems like it's holding back a little bit, so it just needs waking up. So we'll play with the jetting, see what we can do. I know there's quite a few guys have gone down the smart carb route on these, and it's woke the bike up totally. And I think the touch and go carb, the XT carb, is probably the way to go, because it's a cheap modification, you know, compared to something like a smart carb or electron carb where you can be paying up to like £700. The XT carb is a lot cheaper, a hell of a lot cheaper, and it goes with the ethos of the bike as well. It's a cheap bike. Let's try and keep this on a budget and just show you what we can do with it, and you know, yeah, just show you what we can do with it on a budget and what we can get out of it. And so far I'm really impressed. I am, you know, I'm happy with the suspension. It feels pretty good. It's not bottoming out, you know, when we're doing those stoppies. You know, just grabbing front brake and it, you know, back end were lifting up. It felt good. You know, it's not going to set the world on fire, but it's, you know, for the purpose, it's adequate. So at the moment, I'm not even going to touch the suspension. That's the last thing on my mind. The things I want to do is those just little ancillary bits. What you would do with any dirt bike, or most dirt bikes. I mean, well, the guys that I know, they can, you know, they'll buy a bike and then they'll spend like £1,000 on it with additional bits and pieces. What they do with it, and that's what you do. But I don't intend to spend £1,000 on this. I'll tell you now. At the most, I'm looking at a £300 to £400 budget on making this bike as I want it now. I do have some things in the garage already which I don't have to purchase, which is a good thing. You know, when you're running these bikes for many years, you accumulate spare parts, all sorts of stuff. I've got a rear discard hanger for the back. I've got a front aluminium discard. What I'm going to put on, I just need that vapor blasting, because it's anodised orange, so I want that cleaning up to bare aluminium. Like I say, these handlebars, I've had these in the garage for a long time, so that didn't cost me anything. The wrap rounds, I'm going to put some KTM ones on, which the same style I've got on my KTM 300, because I like those. I like the way they fit, and they're quite robust. But I'm liking the key. I'm liking the dash. You know, engine quality wise, really happy with that. Suspension, yeah, at the moment it's brilliant. I've no complaints at all. You know, the finish is really good on it. You can see little bits like on the tank, you know, where I think it's on this side. You know, it's come out of the moulding. There's a little bit of roughness there. You won't get that on a more exotic, you know, an Austrian bike, shall I say. But does it matter? It don't. The finish on the radiators, really good. The wheels, stainless steel spokes, really happy with those. At some point as well, we're going to get a different sump guard. I don't think that will cope with some of the places that I might go to with this, so we need to get something a bit more substantial. But like I say, we've got a fan on already, we don't have to worry about that. That's another £100 that we don't have to fork out, you know. Just little stuff like that, it all mounts up when you're doing this thing. And like I say, I've got a Lucioli tube that I didn't have to pay for that. I had that given by the distributor, so we'll do a little bit on that as well. But yeah, happy, really happy. There's you know, there's things I can live with for the moment. and then at some point, well, like I say, I think the hydraulic clutch is going to be a really good modification on this. Particularly once we get the carburetor dialed in fully, we can you know, we can do a lot with the hydraulic clutch. We can do more technical type riding with it. So, you know, less fatigue on the hands, that sort of stuff. But yeah, so that's it for the moment. Stay tuned. Robbo's GPX. See you soon.